At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
And we are live. Thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Mobius, what's up, my man? You're a legend. Appreciate the support. Trying to get the streaming back up and rolling here. You'll be more consistent with it. So having some blockchain monkeys tomorrow and Thursday. Molly the Hexagon will be coming on. And we have some cool stuff coming with the Verse and a couple other partnerships we're working with. So just looking at the bubbles for today, we are, looks like every time I stream, I have a curse on the market. We are just right across the board. We've got a little hex green pump over here, which is nice to see, up a couple percent, sitting at 3.2 cents. Not much going on, till we get some news with Pulse Chain. I think we're just going to kind of trend sideways, and depending on, external circumstances, macro situation, if we get some crazy event, this market could just fall off a cliff. Bitcoin, it's just holding on by a thread. So, be careful. It's not looking, nothing's looking great. We are kind of just trending sideways, but as you can see, we are in a massive downtrend here. So until we can kind of break up out of this, I think over like 23,000 ish, around, 23K, nothing's happening. So, we're in such a volatile time right now. Any bad news could just send Bitcoin off a cliff, and the rest of the market is just going to follow right behind. One thing, we've been talking about Quant for a long time on this channel. And yesterday we had a beautiful pump up to about $225. And I actually took profits on it. So what I have my bagged on my ledger that, I don't touch. And I've been following Quant so closely now that when you get these days, when you see these, these candles right here, when we shot up from 191 to 215 up here, it always comes back down. I've never seen a pump where it comes up and never retraces. So I sold everything up at like 214 ish, and then rebought down at like 203. And, I could have held on, but I didn't want to risk it. I made over a full Quant, not even trading, just seeing that it pumped up, 20% in a day and realizing it's going to come back down. That's how cryptos work. They go up and then they come back down. So I was talking to a couple people yesterday about that. We're talking about Quant. Should I get in? Should I get in? It's going to keep going up. I said, no, it's not. It's going to do what it always does. It's going to come back down, probably trend sideways for a little bit, and then it could make the next leg up. Quant, it could be the outlier of this market. I really believe that's true. The last cycle we had Chainlink and Doge were kind of the two front runners that once you saw them pumping, you kind of, with Chainlink, you knew the top 20 to 50 coins were going to start to move. And then once Dogecoin started to pump, it was kind of a signal that altcoins were going to start to move. So I really believe that Quant is going to be that coin for this cycle and be the that Chainlink that leads the way. But we shall see. Time will tell. One thing that's made me extremely bullish on Quant is just the amount of holders. In the last month or two, we went from 55,000 up to about 75,000. So, just seeing that growth that fast is extremely bullish to me. Quant was just kind of sleeping in the woods. No one was talking about it. And this summer, when Hex Machina and I brought it up on stream and it was under $50, at that point we just knew, that this is just the opportunity of the bear market right now. And so we're slowly gaining. Let's look here. So the beginning of the month, or October 5th, 70,264 holders. So we're up 3,000 holders in 13 days. So it's gaining. That's what you like to see. And yes, Mobius, FOMO is real, and we try to keep that in check here. When you see these pumps, they're going to come back. We're not in a bull market. Another interesting thing that I saw about Quant was this stat right here, that the whales are now accumulating, which is interesting. Just looking at the previous volume of whale transactions, and then you had 133. This was yesterday. This is a good sign. I saw another stat that the amount of $30,000 to $50,000 purchases had a huge spike. So here, however, the prices dropped 7% after a spike in whale 100K plus transactions. So 133 transactions of over 100 grand yesterday. That to me means, the whales they obviously know what's up, but are they front running? Do they know something, or is this actually institutional money that's coming into the market? Because the way Quant works is the partners that use Hyperledger have to purchase $50,000 of Quant in the actual token. So I'm sure that they're going to want to do that before the price shoots up to, $400, $500, $1,000 a coin. Why not get it now when the price is going to go up and the supply of Quant is so limited? It's only got 14 million coins. It's 2/3 as scarce as Bitcoin. So I really like this tweet here from Bob QNT. There's a huge shift in adoption, but it's ignored mostly. Quant Overledger is at the heart of it. Digital Pound Foundation, LAC Chain, Digital Euro, Digital Dollar Foundation, Japanese Yen, etc. The financial system is changing at a rapid rate. It's going to be connected. And Quant is that glue that will be connecting it. And in my opinion, obviously this is not financial advice. I'm just a YouTuber here, reading other people's tweets, trying to do research. So the ODAP is built by MIT/Quant and many others, making it happen. Once the financial system is in place, CBDCs and commercial stablecoins, then the whole space will transform. As regulation is on the way, institutional money will flow once the regulation is here, and it's coming. Interoperability is key, and Quant has solved it. Adoption is already underway. The likes of Oracles are using Overledger and onboarding their clients. KPMG are doing the same. Nexi Group is the biggest payment provider in Europe and taking it to their clients. I mean, this is massive. I mean, if you understand what this means, you don't need to take word for it. Just do a little digging. The likes of crowds with clients like Facebook and Citibank are using Overledger. The list of Overledger been used by enterprises is getting endless. So I'm not going to play this right here, this video. If anybody wants to, you can come down and check it out. But these are just some tweets here talking about the Digital Pound Foundation and CBDC. So you can see it's all coming. Quant is that glue that is going to tie all of this together, and it's going to be, it's going to be exciting. Quant was just also in Europe at Cybos. It was last week, and this was just an article before it came out, and it was just taught. I really like this part here. The upstarts aiming to blaze a path in the established world of banking to those of us who started our careers at financial institutions. Cybos retained its crown as the most important event of the year. Cybos is where global banks, market infrastructures, large corporates, governments, regulators, and investment firms, as well as the fintechs that serve them and the journalists and analysts that cover them, convene in the name of, as Swift, the event's host, used to say, advancing critical dialogue. And this year, as DeFi makes tangible inroads into the world of traditional finance, that dialogue feels more critical than ever. So Quant was there at Cybos, and on their Twitter, there's a bunch of tweets just showing pictures about it, about them being on stage, going over some of the stuff that they covered. And these guys are at the heart of the CBD system that's coming. And in Europe, they are really ushering this in. The ISO standards are coming, and they're coming the end of this year. And they're going to come to the United States a little bit later, but you're going to see everything start happening in Australia and then happen in Europe and then make its way over here to the United States. But, in the meantime, just stay patient with your quant. Do not fall for this stuff here. Their Binance has now offered staking for quant, and you're going to start probably seeing this from more exchanges. And do not give your keys away, especially on quant. This coin is too valuable to get 3-5% risking your whole bag. Force Binance to buy more on the market. Don't stake your quant on their platform. Never let quant leave your ledger unless gateways require it when it's released. Only place I trust with staking is Quant Network. And I completely agree. Binance has just increased the quota of staking amount of quant from 3 to 300. So that's crazy that you need to stake 300 quant just to get 3%, and it's not worth it. I hear that native staking is coming, and you'll be able to do it right out of your ledger, just like we do with Hex. You have your Hex in your ledger. You go to hex.com and stake it through your ledger. Or you can use Staker app, which you own your keys for, so you're not giving them away. That's so important in crypto, to not give your keys away, and for a couple pennies. And it's just something that I hate seeing with Celsius. Richard, he was leery about Alex Mashinsky from day one. And sure enough, what happened? He rug pulled and wrecked so many people that work hard for their money because they're greedy, over leveraging, and trading against you. And that can't happen if you are natively staking. And that for Hedera, that's why I use Hashpack wallet, and I don't use anything else. I stake right through Hashpack with Stater Labs, and as soon as that APY drops, I'm leaving it right in my Hashpack and not even using Adapt. So there's a lot of stuff is happening. And this article here, a vision for federated sidechains on the XRP ledger. So this article was from June of last year, and it was just talking about how the XRP ledger is looking to create federated sidechains, which is basically a piece of software that connects two instances of the XRPL software. Basically, anyone that wants to run a sidechain will be able to do this. And the thing that is, I think is important, the EVM capability here. So last year, David Schwartz revealed the vision for the side chains, which intended for developers to customize the XRPL to the needs of their use case or build an experiment with raw futures. and if successful, could be proposed on the mainnet. For the last few months, sidechains have been available in a preview node for developers to experiment with. And this is the fact that it's EVM capable. I mean, there's no need for Ethereum. If you could do all of this on the XRP ledger, I think it's faster, it's cheaper, it's more efficient. And, I think this could be massive competition to Ethereum, especially with the SEC. We don't know. They could go on a tirade and sue Ethereum and say 2.0 is now a security. You're giving your coins away. You're staking them in hopes for, or in expectation of profit. And that is a security. Good morning, Erwin. What's up, my man? Hopefully you're looking at your Morpheus bag pump there. Shout out there. Morpheus was one of the coins we found way back in the day, and that's why you always keep a moon bag. Even when during the bull market, you sell 95% and just keep a little bag, and you just never know. And he probably forgot about that coin, and yesterday it was the #1 coin out of the top 500, up like 80%, and looks like it's going to go to $5 if this keeps up. So you just never know. Don't sell out of coins because you see Quant pumping. If you're holding Chainlink, if you're holding Polkadot, or these other, what I think are blue chip coins, and you see Quant pumping, you get that, oh God, I need to get some. I'm missing out. And that's how you get wrecked. Having patience and holding, that is the key. To don't chase. FOMO is real, as Mobius was told us earlier. Multiple people called me yesterday. Should I get into Quant? Should I buy into Quant? No, wait till it drops below $200. And what did it do? It came exactly down below $200, up to 225, and right back down. This is crypto. This is how it works. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And it's not going to change. This chart does not work. Let me bring up. Sorry, I hate nomics. Their charts just I don't know. I don't like them. I love nomics, but CoinMarketCap, to me, the charts are just the easiest to read. So let's look at the 7-day. So every time we see a pump, we have a retracement back down. Pump up, retracement, pump up, retracement. So you see this massive pump, you're thinking, oh my God, it just went from $193 all the way up to $220, $225. Is it going to go to 300? Are the institutions really buying it? Is this the time? And is this the time it's different? No, it's not. And sure enough, it came right back down. And look, everyone that would have FOMO'd in up at 220 is now wrecked. And that's exactly what crypto is designed to do, to get you FOMOing. Oh my God, I'm going to miss out. You buy in at 220, and you have all the whales who yesterday were sitting on, had the biggest day in history, I believe, of 100K transactions. So the spike in whale transactions yesterday, massive. They drove that price up to 215 to get the average person that doesn't know what they're doing, or is new, or is, getting wrecked right now. We know it's a bear market. There's so few coins that are doing well. People see that and they think, oh my God, I'm going to get in. I'm going to, that 50% I just lost, I'm going to get it back on Quant. And you buy in, and sure enough, you just get annihilated. And I hate seeing it. And I'm glad people reached out to me yesterday, and I was able to prevent at least 3 people from buying in up here. And now, you have a decent entry point where, and it's funny. If you really look, every time it comes down, it bounces identically to the last low. I mean, to within the dollar every time. I mean, if you look at these touches, we came down to 180, and then what was this? 180.86. Down here at 179, that was the one little outlier right here, this little dip. But every time we come back and touch, so that 193. So today, if we pump up to, say, tomorrow, we go back up to 220, or no, let's say we go up to 200 and we float around 200 for a week, and then we pump up to 230. It's going to dip back down to that 200. It won't come back to this 193 level. It'll be up a little bit higher. But that's how crypto is, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And once you start to realize that and you start to see it, you can not swing trade, but I guess it is swing trading. But, I'm not a trader. I've made 2 trades all year. I'll be fully transparent. I swapped my Quant for Hedron when it was down at the bottom, and I caught like a 5x almost. And then yesterday I sold some of it at up near 220 and rebought down at 203. And if I waited, because I would have been able to get another $10 off. I would have been able to get another couple Quant. But I got kind of scared. I didn't want it to dip or start going back up. I knew in my heart it was going to come back down under 200. But when you have money on the line, it changes everything. I have 67 Quant now. I had 64.7 going into yesterday. So that was about $14,000. So for me, that's a lot of money. So as soon as it started coming back, I said, all right, it hit 203, it bounced up to like 206, and then it started coming back. And then I got scared and thought it's going to go back up to 220. But in my gut, I knew it was coming back down, and I still didn't want to risk it. And, it was conservative, but I knew it was coming back down, but I still couldn't do it. So I'm telling you, FOMO, and once money's on the line, it changes the way you think and act. And you need to be so careful. I've been doing this for 4 years now, and it still affects me. So, I can't imagine for new people. I remember vividly some of the days back in 2019 when I was looking at my bags of Cardano and Polkadot and Kusama and Gnosis, and they were doing nothing. And other coins Chainlink were starting to move, and I sold bags and chased those pumps. And looking back, I wrecked myself. But it was a good lesson to learn. And, we're going to keep seeing the amount of Quant holders going up and up and up. We just gained 20 since I refreshed that page. So, Quant, I think, is going to be the outlier to this bull run. I said it before, as Chainlink and Doge kind of were for the previous cycle. I think Quant is going to be the one that leads the way. So when we see Quant kind of crash, if Bitcoin doesn't and Quant takes a nosedive, I'd be very, very nervous, but I could be completely wrong. So back to the XRPL and the federated side chains that are EVM compatible. This is going to be massive. Working on the EVM sidechain allows even more developers early access to XRPL's feature set and bring existing Solidity-based smart contracts written for EVM-compatible chains to the XRP ledger. The first step is a DevNet release, and we're excited to update our progress in the coming weeks. So this is just going to unlock more use cases for the XRP ledger. I'm bullish on it, love or hate XRP. I'm a fan of crypto in general. And there's a few coins in the Zoom wallet, which XM, Zoom, however you want to call it, XUMM. That's the staker app for Hex. It's the hash pack for Hedera. It's the MetaMask for Ethereum. The Zoom wallet and Elysian. I've talked about it last week. It had a nice little pump. And this coin, this is a extreme gamble. This coin, this is an ultra micro cap. I mean, this is as risky as you can get in crypto, but it's something that, because of who their partners are, what they're doing, and who's behind it, it just changes things for me. So what they're doing is Steethies is they're calling them physicals, and And it's an ambitious project that aims to connect the world of physical art and the blockchain by creating physical NFTs based on physical masterpieces. So they're trying to take all of these Greek and Roman statues and basically tokenize them on the XRP ledger. So just a way to fractionalize art. And we know everything is going to be tokenized in the future. Goldman Sachs has been talking about tokenizing everything. JP Morgan tokenizing everything. And that's where we're headed, to the digitizing and tokenizing all real world assets. Anything that is in real life that can have digital value is going to happen. If you have a statue right here, this beautiful statue of Irwin right here, and it's in a museum, and this thing is worth $10 million. It's worth nothing sitting in a museum. But if you now take that and you fractionalize it, and you take 1 million or 10 million $1 coins or whatever, and you break them up, and now you could almost have 10 million people owning this one statue. And now imagine doing that for all the statues around the world, all of the monuments around the world. And it just opens up the door for so much. So, the David Schwartz, the CEO of XRP, is endorsing Elysian, which is a reason that I'm extremely bullish about it. You can come to the website and just check out some of the stuff they're doing, with the fine art industry here and some of the artists they're working with. I took a deep dive into it. That's why I'm talking about it on stream. I own some of this coin. It was at that actually, I remember now, last stream I was talking about it because it was exactly at where Hex was when I got into Hex. It was at like 0.7 of a penny or something like that. Where was it? I think it was right down here. Maybe. Right. But yeah, it was right around here. So the same entry point is where I got into Hex at 0.7 of a penny. So it was almost like a I'm sorry, drawing a blank. Almost like a epiphany there that you might get into this coin at 0.7 of a cent, and maybe we'll ride it all the way up to 50 cents, just like Hex. I mean, this coin has done nothing but just get annihilated, but it's for a good reason. This chart, if you just look at it and you don't know anything about the coin, it looks horrible. Straight down, this coin's dead. But the reason it went straight down like this is because they had 3 airdrops this year. And each one of those airdrops, they had snapshots. And each snapshot for ELS, if you set the trust line for the Aesthetheus or Elysian, I forget which one, Apple, I think was the trust line, you're going to get an airdrop for that coin. So the 3 snapshots, you could see kind of where people were buying right before them. There was one last December. There was one in like April-ish, and then another one in August right here. So you can kind of see where they ran up right before the snapshots. And now they're all done with. So, I don't see the downside risk for this coin. That's one thing I'd like to look at. Right? What is the downside risk to a coin? If I buy in right now, what's it at from its all-time high? And that's something that is important to me. So, looking at this coin here, I don't really see much downside risk. Where the all-time low was a couple weeks ago. So keep that in mind. Obviously we can always drop down 50%. If Bitcoin drops off a cliff and we drop down to 12K, obviously all coins are going to follow. So that's something to always keep an eye out. But for quality, low market cap gems, which is what I like to look for, I think Elysian on the XRP ledger is one of them. Something to definitely look into. These volumes on Coin Market Cap, I noticed, are off. When I was looking at Sologenics the other day, they had like 1.4 million, but on the Solo Dex, it was over 2 million. So, I don't look at the volumes on there. If you have the Zoom wallet, you can actually go to the DEX and look and see what the volume is. What up, Molly World? Can't wait to do this on Thursday. Hope we'll have some alpha for you guys. And then another coin on the Zoom wallet there that I really like is the XRP is Casino Coin. And this chart is insane. I bought this coin. I don't know if this coin was really around I guess it was in 2013, but I thought it came around in 2015. But it's changed ownership a couple times. I found out about it in 2019, around there, and I bought Air 2000, right in 2019. And I found it because I was playing online poker when I had Gnosis and Civic and all those coins that I withdrew from playing an online poker tournament. I had money on there, so I found all the cryptos that I could not get back then, and I withdrew like $1,000 of 10 different coins into my wallet. And I saw Casino Coin back then when I was doing that, because they were trying to basically tie the online gaming world together. And it's just a really interesting use case with what they're trying to do. And I was on their Twitter, and I saw that they are sponsoring a massive live tournament series in Malta coming up in a couple weeks. And I was big into online poker back in the day, and I party poker. I basically know a lot of these companies. Like I said, I was a DJ on there, but this Casino Coin, when I bought a couple $100 worth, nothing big, and I had it in their wallet, and it crashed. I mean, my $200 went down to under $5 worth. It was, or maybe I know it was under $10. It might have been $9 or $7, something like that. But at that point, I could have easily just gave up and dumped it. I mean, I remember I was looking, and it was casino at the time. You could only buy it in the native Casino Coin wallet, and you had to use a credit card. So there was nowhere to send it. So I got stuck with the coin. So I probably, back then I was new, I probably would have dumped it. But thank God Richard Hart has taught us how to be patient and how to delay gratification. And once I saw notifications that the XRPL and Flare were signing Casino Coin to bring them over, it really kind of made me say, what's going on here? Out of all coins, why Casino Coin? And now it's in the Zoom wallet, and their Twitter following is back up and running. They have a new team. I think they had a big problem with one of the former team members. He was either stealing or was just doing nothing and getting paid. So they fixed all that. They got a new team, and it's exciting. This is a super small market cap. It's a tiny little coin. And the website is casinocoin.im. And this is the Zoom XUMM. That's the wallet for XRP, if anyone doesn't know. And that's where you set up the trust line for it. If you go to zoom.community, you got to link up your wallet to that website, and then you add the trust line. But Casino Coin is a digital currency developed specifically for the regulated gaming industry, which is, online poker, online slots. There's a ton of online gaming that you just don't realize that exists. And Casino Coin is basically going to try to tie them all together. So end users here, it gives them an unmatched transaction cost, speed, and security with near instant deposits and withdrawals. I can't even read that. Costing a small fraction over other cryptos and other fiat methods. So this is cool because you can KYC, and that eliminates all of the friction with these sites. So if you're KYC with Casino Coin, you make a deposit onto the site, they know who you are already. So it saves a bunch of hoops and not knowing who's on their site. So I really think this could be huge, because if you can get these online casinos to support Casino Coin, and you're seeing the XRP ledger with these side chains and EVM capabilities, they're trying to be compatible with other blockchains. So if the XRPL is easily accessible, and we know how fast it is, how cheap it is, it's green, it meets all the criteria for what this ESG, ISO, all these standards that are going to be coming. So it's something that really interests me, and I've been following it for a couple of years. And I mean, this coin, it was at well over a penny. I mean, last bull run, it was at 50 cents. But I don't want to look at that. Since it switched over to the XRP ledger, it went up to a half of a cent. And now we're sitting at 3 zeros. And, so what's that? 27 thousandths of a penny. So it's cheap. Can we stake our Quant on Quant network? So not yet. So there was some news that came out about Quant staking, and it's on Binance. So, and I think KuCoin, but native staking, I heard something about it yesterday that it's going to be native through Quant. So you're not going to be giving your keys away like this right here. So Binance right here wants they up the limit from 3 to 300, or the quota of staking. So you need 300 Quant to stake on Binance now to get, whatever, your 3%. So I think that is absolutely crazy, and I would not do that. I would wait for native staking. KuCoin has 6%. Oh no, sorry. Normal lending value on KuCoin is 6%, but it has dramatically fallen to a little over 1. So on Quant, I guess you're getting 1.46% on KuCoin, but it's coming soon. I'm gonna find it for the next stream. But what I thought it was staking pools, or you had to own a certain amount to basically host a little validator to run a pool from. So I'm going to look into that. But for now, do not put your coins on Binance or KuCoin. Just keep them on your ledger, in your hardware wallets, in MetaMask. It's not safe. It's not worth the risk. I'm not saying it's not safe. Binance is huge. I think they're going to be around forever. It's not worth the risk of the little percentage you're getting, especially KuCoin, 1.4%. And Binance, the fact that you have to have 300 on there to stake, I think that's crazy. And to me, it shows that they don't have enough liquidity for Quant, and this is a way for them to draw liquidity without having to do anything, because Quant is right now at record lows for number of Quant on exchanges. And I know for a fact that a couple exchanges actually ran out, because I follow this QNT Miami, and they've been buying one Quant every day. She's been doing, I believe it's a girl. And one of the posts she posted was her exchange was out of Quant, and they were waiting to add more. And I've never seen that before anywhere, of a coin running out, or an exchange running out of liquidity. So it's something that was like, wow, that really made me bullish. And what up, blockchain monkeys? Another legend right there. He puts out some great content. Another guy talks about Quant and some of the other Illuminati coins that I'm going to now start calling them. Instead of the ISO coins, they're now the Illuminati coins. XDC, XLM, XRP. Dude, no, bro, you cannot stake your Quant yet on Quant. It will be native staking, will be coming soon. Right now, it's only on Binance. So, okay. By the way, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. If you like, share, subscribe, if you want to, I appreciate it. I'm just a small little channel here doing this. Lindsay the Hexacan has been awesome on here too. But it's hard, man, when you're just telling the truth and being honest. There's no money in it. People want the clickbait. They want to make 1,000% in a week. They want to double up their money tomorrow, but that's not reality. That's not, it's not how this stuff works. Like yesterday, perfect example, this pump on Quant up here. Well, that it went up to 220, but the candle looks the same. Multiple people calling me up at, should I buy? Should I buy right now? Is it going to keep going? Is this the time it's not going to stop? No, it's not. It always comes back every time. And then when we look back, we saw that the whales had the biggest day ever for their purchases. 133 whale purchases of over 100K yesterday. So that was them, I believe, driving the price up to get the regular average Joe FOMOing in so they could take dump and take profits. I think that it's so obvious to me. I could be wrong, but just from experiencing crypto for the last 4 years, seeing a cycle, that's how this stuff works. Quant, it's such a limited supply. It's very hard. It's going to be very hard for these whales to accumulate. Bitcoin, it's up, down. There's so much more that's coming over the next, I don't know how many halvings, but Quant supply is so tight. There's 14 million coins, and I'm pretty positive that almost all of them have been released. Circulate. Okay, so 12. They're saying 12.1 about is circulating. So that's 2.5 that aren't. So I'm sure, at least I would say 10% of that's got to go to the team, and maybe another 5% for rewards and stuff. So there's not going to be much coming to market. So, when that staking does come, it's coming natively to Quant, and it's just going to be in the future. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments here. Sorry about that. But yeah, there are going to be some kind of pools or little validators, but I'll find out what it is, and it's going to be native. And if it's not, I'm not going to talk about it at all, because if you're giving up your keys, that's how you get wrecked. With Celsius, look at how many people loved Celsius because they got 10%. Well, now you have nothing. So was that 10% worth it? That's you're gonna have to ask them that. But Quant, with Binance 300 now, that's just the limit for raising it from 3 to 300. That's just begging for liquidity. That means they don't want to pay full price. So, and another thing too is those whale purchases those could have been exchanges driving the price up, because they are running out of Quant on exchanges. So is that a way for them to drive the price up to 225, get everyone FOMOing in, and then dump it back down $30 to 195? And there you go. They just made what's that, 15%? And this game is a shark game. I mean, when I saw Chainlink back in the day, when Ripple got sued, Chainlink put an article out fudding themselves, saying, is Chainlink next to be sued by the SEC? And it came from them. And then they actually did that to FUD the price down so they could accumulate more coins at a cheaper price. So when I saw Chainlink FUD their own coin with a news article, it was like, wow, this is the most savage industry I've ever seen. But, staying on top of it, gotta love it. Keep up the good and sincere work. I'm sure you'll do good just by YouTube and provide value community. Most are desperate in these hard times and could use some extra cash. Well, 100%. Most will fail and instead lose in the mid to long term. You can't. Exactly, bro. So I was part of this NYC community back in the day. And, we had a really cool thing going where we were charging people $500. And this was in the bull run to get into. Yeah, exactly, bro. All these trading it's done by bots. All these charts are are manipulated, all done by charts. And if you think you can manually trade and beat them, I think people are delusional. Swing trading, yeah, it can be done, but yeah, beating robots, good luck with that. So yeah, bro, I was back in the day. I started a NYC. I didn't start it, but I joined on with it, and we really grew it. And we were charging people $500. We had a private Discord server, and I was putting out a coin every 2 weeks. That was like the pick of the week, and it was a coin that I was invested in, or I thought that was going to do well. And some of them were like Matic. We found Hex. We found Quant at $5. We found V-Chain at a penny, Zilliqa at a penny. Man, what so many coins. Civic we had at 2 cents. So many coins did so well. And it got to the point where we noticed that money started disappearing and members were coming in. So it was unfortunate. So I had to leave that situation, and I just started kind of my own channel here. I have a private Discord server that we don't release it to the public just because we want somewhere that we can come and trust each other and be open, transparent. People share stuff, and they know that if they ask a question, they get an honest answer. I had a kid that lost his ledger or his seed he lost his device, and he called me freaking out in the Discord, freaking out. I lost my ledger. I lost everything. I don't know what I'm going to do, but do you have your words written down? Yeah, but my device is gone. Don't worry. Just go download MetaMask, put those seed words into MetaMask. And he did that. And within 10 minutes, he was completely calm. And he would have there's nowhere to go to in crypto if you have those kind of problems. So he would have been panicking for days unless, somewhere, I don't know where you could go. Ledger doesn't have support. Nowhere does. So to have somewhere you can go with people you can trust that have experience, that have been through everything, it's invaluable. So James, I want to earn money without investing any money. I can work 2 to 3 hours a day. Hello from Nepal. What's up, bro? Thank you for joining. You want to earn money so there's free money in crypto. If people don't want to believe it, but there actually is. So I'll show you something right here, James. So if you download Hashpack Wallet, it's free. Let me get this site. It's a Hedera. It's in the Hedera ecosystem with HBAR. So you download Hashpack Wallet, you get your words, you write them down, and then you go to saucerswap.finance. And this is the new DeFi platform on Hedera that came out in August. And if you set up a profile with them up here, you set up your Hashpack Wallet, and then you link it to SaucerSwap here. You create a profile, and then you go to their Discord. Right on the homepage, saucerswap.finance, there's a link to it. You go to the Discord right here, and then you can link in there. You link your Hashpack wallet to their little verification page, and you can go into the faucet 3 times a day and claim free SaucerSwap. And it's worth like 2.5 cents a coin right now. And it's not much, but over the course of, you can hit it 3 times a day. So the last time I looked, it started at 14 sauce 3 times a day, and then they dropped it to 4. And then I think now it's like 0.3 or something like that. But that's a way for you to earn free coins without doing anything. You go in there and you just paste your HBAR wallet address that you'll get from Hashpack, and then they just send the money right to your wallet, and it's free. So, that's a way to earn free crypto right there. And the only thing you're going to need is HBAR, a little bit of it. It's only like 5 or 6 cents. But if you want to reach out to me on YouTube on Twitter, if you set that up, I'll send you a couple HBAR, so that will cover like your fees for adding the trust line. Like, they're microscopic, but just so you can go in there and start collecting free coins. And then what you can do is, say in like a month, you can come into the swap here and you can swap your saucer swap for back to Hedera, or you can swap it for, actually, yeah, you'd want to swap it for Hedera, because that's where you'd be able to send it off to an exchange and cash it out for actual dollars, or just keep it. But I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in, but that's just a way to earn free money. And then I was talking about the Zoom wallet earlier with Casino Coin. And if you download that Zoom wallet and you go in there, I think you need 10 XRP to set it up, just the wallet. And if that's something that you would want to do, the Zoom wallet, man, message me. I'll send you the 10 XRP so you can do it. And then you add a trust line and you can set one up for CX1, Chorus X. And every day, every 24 hours, you can click that faucet and get 2 coins a day. So that's 2 there that I know of. And then when Pulse Chain comes out, I know for a fact that you'll be able to go to the faucet in there, and you'll be able to get, I think, a couple hundred Pulse Chain free every day. So, you know, keep an eye out, and you know, there's free crypto out here. So, you know, I'll keep you posted on it and show you when Pulse Chain launches. It's a fork of Ethereum. It's basically ETH 2.0 beating them to the market, and you'll be able to go get free a little bit every day. So that's something that's cool. I got a lot of Elysian, more than I should, and it's so far got me wrecked. Yeah, it depending when you bought it, 100%. That's why I've been really buying it right now, because, you know, obviously in a bear market we could crash, but you know, if you bought some in the last, you know, if you caught this little pump, if you bought some a couple days ago, and you know, you caught some down here at just under a penny, you know, maybe take some profits at 20%. You know, we could bounce back down, or you know, we could start heading up. I mean, we're either going to go to 1.5 cents or down to, what's this, about a penny. But yeah, we're going to probably just trend sideways for a little bit. But honestly, the market cap is so small, and once XLS 20 goes through, and we get that NFTs on the XRP ledger, that's going to change a lot about it. This is what the use case for Elysian is for XR, or for NFTs. And without being able to trade NFTs on the XRP ledger, you know, they can't unleash their actual product. Who's behind Elysian? So if you go to the website up here, you can go to their About Us page. So they're out of Italy. Meet the team. You can see the team is right here, the CEO and the rest of them. So you know, a transparent team. That's what I like to see. You know, when you got avatars or, you know, whatever anonymous teams, that's something that I'm leery about. But I looked into some of the stakeholders, and that, where was it? I can't find it on here, but anyways, where's on Twitter? Yeah, David Schwartz is endorsing it, which is why I like that. And Athena is the airdrop that you're gonna get. So if you have Elysian, did you set up the trust line for the Apollos? I think it's called, it is, hold on, let me check real quick what the actual trust line is, because that's going to be the airdrop coin that we're going to get. Yeah, it's Appolis, Appolis. So set up that trust line. So for holding Elysian, you definitely had the snapshots, and you'll get the airdrops of Athena. That's the name of the coin, but the ticker is Appolis. I don't know why. I haven't really looked into the airdrop yet because it's not taking place for another couple months. But just the use case. Did you miss the NFT airdrop? Wow. So I didn't even see this here. So in 90 minutes, all of our 999 digital NFTs have run out. So that's really cool right there. That's bullish to me that their first sale sold out instantly. If that was, I don't know if it was their first, but their most recent sold out that fast. That to me is super bullish. I know David Schwartz follows them. I'm positive. I was looking at that. But yeah, I'm not gonna actually, where was it? Bearable Bull follows them. Crypto Mason follows them. Jeremy Hogan follows them. King Solomon follows them. Link 2 follows them. So when that to me, is something that I look at when I'm researching prod coins. I'm gonna huddle to my NX original XRP. Yeah, man, my original XRP bag. I mean, we started buying it at like 12 cents, but before the lawsuit, I wanted to load up because I didn't think I'd be able to get it anywhere, and I was not aware of Atomic Wallet. And for anyone that does not know, Atomic Wallet, you can download that on your desktop or your mobile. And this is, you get your 12 words. It's your own seed phrase, own wallet. And I use this for cross-chain swaps. So they have you can swap for XRP on here with basically any coin you want for like no fee. So I only use Atomic Wallet to stake my Zilliqa and my VeChain. I mean, I don't have much on here. I have less than $1,000. So I'm no whale or anything. I'm trying to navigate this market and make it through this next and set myself up for this next bull run and take advantage of that and use this last one as a learning experience and not dwell on getting hacked, all the mistakes I made. But if Atomic Wallet, if you open it up, you can go to exchange right here and you can choose from, your whole list of coins, whatever you have. So I'll just use VeChain, but you can swap for so many coins in here. XRP is in here. There's a lot of coins that people don't know. You can swap for Algorand. I know that's tough to get some places. I got Polymath on here. That's on here. I think, I don't know if DAG. No, they took Constellation off there. Another alt I like, but anyone that wants to get XRP that does not know, go to Atomic Wallet. So you can send in Litecoin. I use Litecoin or Cardano just because it's the cheapest fees to withdraw from exchanges or what other one? Bitcoin Cash too is very cheap. Don't ever use Ethereum because the ETH withdrawal fees are higher. And then when you do the swap in VeChain, the fee is 48 cents. Ethereum, it's a lot more. But if you use like Zilliqa, the network fee is 0.2 ZIL. So it's super cheap, but that's a good way to get XRP if you didn't know. And also, if you have Bitcoin and you want to swap it for other stuff, instead of getting annihilated with all the selling fees on exchanges. Send it to Atomic Wallet and you can swap it for, hundreds of coins. And then the withdrawal fees on here are tiny. So I really like Atomic Wallet. They have staking for a bunch of coins on here. Near 11%, Solana 7%, Zilliqa's 15%. That's why I use it. You can do it out of your ledger, but it's only 12%. They got Cardano 5%, Cosmos 10%, Tezos almost 6%, and then VeChain 1.63%. VeChain, this is the only place I know that you can actually get VeThor from, and that's why I hold my VeChain in here. I mean, I'm a pleb, I only have $300 worth, but whatever. In 5-10 years, if VeChain exists because of what they're doing with supply chains and RFID chips, VeThor could go to 10 cents, and that would be 100x from here. So that would be worth, $400. And then I'd be freaking rich, retired, and sailing off into the sunset off my VeThor. But yeah, Astheses, whatever you want to call it, ELS, that's the ticker, on the XRP ledger. It is confusing. Athena is the airdrop. Apollos is the trust line you need to set up. That's going to be the coin you're going to get for that. And then Asthetheus is just, I don't know why they don't name it Elysian. They name it that, but the Elysianers is the, the group for, the Elysian coin, the first Elysian community. But they migrated over. I don't know why, but you can. This one too has an actual active Twitter too. Makes me bullish that they're still using this, and even though they don't have to, they're keeping 2 of them up, which to me shows that they're going to go the extra way. Why? I swear Joel Katz was following them. I guess maybe that wasn't. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe he's not. I swear he was though, but I could be wrong. Let me see. Chain Monkey, shout out, my man. We're streaming tomorrow morning. So if you guys are oh, yeah, there we go. See, look, yeah, David Schwartz right there. He's following them. So, I don't know. He follows a few select projects. He's not just gonna follow, I don't think, garbage. He's following less than 1,000 people or projects. So, the fact that he's following them and has shown support in the past on like tweets and stuff, it makes me more confident in it. And then, yeah, Casino Coin too. I mean, that's one that I'm trying to take some profits in, or yeah, once it pumps up, I'm taking profits right now from some Solo and Corium. We've talked so much about Sologenics on here and what they're doing with trying to tokenize assets. Their NFT marketplace is up and running. Solo just had a really nice pump in the last couple weeks. It did like almost 300%. Let's see, Solo XRP. Where's this Solo USD? So yeah, so we went from 13 cents. That was earlier last year, all the way up to $6. That was fantastic. But where's the one day? All right, how do you get? So I've never used this. How the hell do you get this to log mode? I don't. Oh well, whatever. But anyway, Solo had a nice pump, so I took some profits from them and put it into Casino Coin just because I don't see the downside risk for Casino Coin nearly as much as what Solo just did. But I will be rebuying that Sologenics. Not financial advice. I'm just waiting for it to come back down a little bit. I think that pump will I don't know. it just seems like, it's not showing signs of heading back up. Volume is decreasing, looking like trending downwards. So it's been almost 5 days now. So I'm going to hold off and I'm going to wait until we're around here. What's this? 25 to 28 cents. I'm going to look for that range and try to reach. I only sold 1,000 of them, but I want to get them back because I don't want to miss out for the snapshot for Corium next month. So anyone that's holding Sologenics, we're getting our Corium snapshots, or we're getting the snapshots taken every month, and we're getting airdropped our Corium. And Corium just had a nice pump too over the last week. I guess I'll have to go to the monthly. So you can see here, it shot up just like Sologenics, but Core is kind of, you don't see that as much of a downward trend. And the volume is holding, whereas Solo is kind of diminishing. So I'm a little more bullish right now on Corium and not dipping as much. So, we're getting our airdrops for the last 3 months of this year. 2 months and then January. So 3 more airdrops. And then everybody that didn't set up a trust line or missed out on an airdrop, I think there's going to be a vote at the end of all of it. And we might be getting another airdrop of all those Corium that weren't given out. So, this is interesting. This is just another micro cap on the XRP ledger. So Corium, Sologenics, Casino Coin, and Elysian, those are the 4 that I am really into in the XRP ledger. Obviously, I'm super bullish on XRP, but we talked. I hold that in my iTrust Capital account. That's locked away forever. I'm never selling any XRP. I might take a little bit of profits, but I'm holding at least 75% of that bag for forever. So Sologenics, if anyone doesn't know, what they're trying to do is tokenize stocks, and they have 40, I believe, markets that they're working with right now to tokenize everything. So again, tokenizing assets. You're seeing it from so many people. That's where we're going. And here you go, tokenize and trade 40,000 assets on demand. And every time one of these assets gets traded and it's traded in Solo, a little bit gets burned. So Solo is completely deflationary. We are every single day, we are burning Solo. So every time an NFT is minted, anytime an NFT is purchased, we are burning Solo. So let's see if Coin Gecko is going to show. All right, there you go. So we've already burned almost 620,000 Solo already. So this is just going to keep going down and down and down. The supply is going to get less and less and less. And the more that once NFTs come on the XRP ledger, the XLS20D goes through, which I heard it's going in the end of this month or mid-November. So this could all happen so fast, with the XLS going live. The Ripple lawsuit I'm hearing could end in November. I don't know if that's true. I personally think it's going to be next year, but that could happen. So there could be a lot of bullish things happening around the XRP ecosystem in the next month or two that could be really exciting. So that's why I'm trying to accumulate these coins and, obviously not go crazy, because any bad news could send the market, right into a cliff and start tanking again. But, with Casino Coin, I don't know. I just don't think the downside risk is, obviously we could still dump 50%. That's a given, but just overall, then you're looking at the chart, that's something that looks like it's a massive accumulation / consolidation phase. So yeah, DCA, be smart. If you have Sologenics and you don't have a Corium trust line set up, or if you have Elysian and you've held it, set up your Apple's trust line, and that way you can get your airdrops. That's going to be who knows how much it's going to be worth. You know, the Uniswap airdrop, Ampleforth airdrop, 1-inch airdrop. These were worth tons of money back in the day. So, you know, you never know. Like, you're welcome, Mechanilu, no problem. Running behind your live session, trying to catch up while taking care of the kids. Everybody, God bless you, man. Taking care of the kids. I'll love to see that. That's awesome. You know, that's family comes first always. So if you can catch some of this while doing that's awesome. But anyone that is new here, zoom.community, XUMM.community. Once you download the Zoom wallet on your phone, you can log in here. You sign in with your phone, and this is where you set trust lines. You come down here. Once you're logged in, you go up here to the XRPL tokens, and then say you didn't have the Appleus, you would search for Appleus. You see it's KYC approved, and then here's the trust line. And you would come in and hit set trust line, and it will cost you, I think, 2 XRP or something. And this will pop up. You're going to hit confirm. And then in your Zoom wallet, you have to go to the events tab. And there's going to be a little live notification that you have to accept in there, or else it won't work. I've seen people that can't figure it out and it gets stuck. You actually have to confirm it on your phone too. So that's how you set up your trust lines. And yeah, that is pretty much everything I got for today. Let's check the price. Yeah, Quant. All right, we're heading back up a little bit. So there you go. I mean, looking at Quant, you know, we bottomed out right at like the 193. Quant, I mean, you can pretty much bet, you know, count on this every time. Every time we pump up, we come and touch that previous point. So, you know, if we shoot back up now, you know, this could be a time to buy, you know, buy right here and sell at maybe 215 or something like that if you're a trader. But no one that watches this channel is a trader. I don't trade. I don't advise trading. What I would do is if I had $500, I would buy $100 worth this week, $100 worth next week, $100 the next week, or maybe every 2 weeks. You know, I would spread it out. Actually, I would do that every 2 weeks. I'd spread it out into 5 2-week purchases over 10 weeks. That way you can see what's going on over the course of about 3 months. And if it looks like things are going to take off, the Fed's going to reverse pivot, you know, that's reverse pivot, reverse course and pivot. Man, I'm like dyslexic today. But that means it's time to stop staring at screens. But yeah, you know, DCing in. And yeah, when the Fed pivots, that's going to be when the markets turn. But I still think they're going to raise rates at least once, if not twice. And that could send Bitcoin right down to 12, 14K, right where Richard thinks it's going. And if he's right, we could see a Pulse chain launch around then. And the highest to stakes documentary. For anyone that's new here that doesn't know anything about Hex or Pulse chain, the highest of stakes documentary is coming out soon. The highest of stakes.com. And I'm actually going to play this preview here. I haven't seen it. So this is going to be the last thing that I'm going to play today. Thank you, everybody, for showing up here. Mika Nilu, James, man, hit me up, James, Vibra Finance on Twitter if you want. I'll willing to help you out, man, from Nepal. I can't imagine, you know, how things are over there. So I'm definitely willing to send you some HBAR, whatever, some XRP to get your wallet set up. Erwin, Molly, Mobius, Blockchain Monkeys, Eagle Year Legend. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. I'm going to play this highest of stakes preview, and we will see you tomorrow morning bright and early. Oh, I need to actually click on that, not the screen.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar, but in this case, you are actually going to have credit.
I mean, you're scamming everyone. Richard Hart, he's got a history of being called the spam master.
There's some weird things going on with this coin.
Making one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that we have ever seen.
Hex coin is 1,000% a scam coin.
Fraudsters can be anybody.
People are going to lose money because of you.
Remember all the haters? All the haters that told you that I was a scammer and Hex was a scam? I got bad news for the haters. We're making new all-time highs where everything else is getting wrecked. Price is up 4,000 or 5,000 fold in 600 days.
Something my grandmother always said, there is no fast money.
I've made enough money in the last week that I could buy a house in cash.
Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
And so I think of blockchain as like the internet. In the 90s, everyone thought the internet was just for email.
I'm here to shill. I want to change the world. I can only do that if people participate.
I bought some this morning.
They're imaginary quarters. Like, it's like playing Monopoly.
I put it all in. I went
All what?
all over house money.
The only thing that matters in this world is goods and services. Everything else is accounting. And our made-up imaginary internet money is better than the government's made-up imaginary internet money. Both of them are only backed by the shared fiction of the humans believing that they have value.
He's put himself in this role as the Pied Piper.
If Hex is a religion, then Richard is God.
I'm in crypto for glory. I want to have the best cryptocurrency that's ever existed. I want to have the best performing asset that's ever existed.
We're talking about vanity. It'll make him cross the line somewhere, and then that'll be a wrap. He's like a DJ. You got to keep the party going, and as soon as people get tired, he tries to drum them up again.
This is a force that is not going to go away. The cryptocurrency is not going away. And at some point, the people that you met that you thought were crazy loon birds, they're going to be in the 1%. And they're going to be the people that own half everything.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here. And we will catch you on the next one.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.